go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He was trying to go back to more there, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Darnold now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is brought in at the 21. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 30.
Brady now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brady's pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the Bucs' 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down
the tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Damon Harrison able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tampa Bay.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Darnold out to his left. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Darnold to throw again. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
4 yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And his motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. To the air again, Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Darnold trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and 3. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Brady now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's second down and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout offensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 92 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Second down and 10, Darnold. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got a man. Complete. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Panthers, first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to second and 9. Darnold from the gun. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
A gain of 3 brings up third and 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. He may try and run. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to get up here to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down.
Here's Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Darnold, too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Again, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add.
Wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 84 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Panthers 14. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll go again to Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so